we go on another adventure with Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy.
When I was a kid, somebody on the block said, have you heard there's a thing called radio? And you hear things through the air? And I said, I listened to this with incredulity. How could that be? And he said, Harold Merchant down the block has a crystal set. Come.
Oh, boy, did you see what I saw? A huge African lion jumped into the truck where Jack Armstrong, Vic, and Billy are sleeping.
And there was a Quaker Oats box with coils of wire around it. And it was wired up to a little galena. And this galena was Aladdin's lamp. You rubbed it, or you tickled it with a cat's whisker, and in came the world.
Believe you me, I want to know how Jack and his friends get out of this one. You do too.
And I remember tuning in. I lived in Boston. Tuning in, my God, Schenectady, New York. What a thrill that was.
Gradually, inventors and amateurs were creating a new industry. What had started out as a means of wireless telegraphy had become radio. For the first time in history, one person with a microphone could speak to many, influence them, perhaps change their lives. The concept borrowed the metaphor of a farmer scattering seeds across a field. Now a single speaker could scatter seeds of information, propaganda, entertainment, political and religious fervor, culture, and even hatred across the land.
My first recollection of radio is sitting on my uncle's lap and putting my head up next to his, and he had his arm around me, and the headphones went across both of our heads. I remember having a piece in my ear and putting my head next to his.
But it was not long before everyone seemed to be going into broadcasting.
This is station WCAP, Washington.
Universities, newspapers, banks, department stores. In Davenport, Iowa, the Palmer School of Chiropractic had a station. So did the John Fink Jewelry Company of Fort Smith, Arkansas. And in Milford, Kansas, over station KFKB, Kansas Folks Know Best, Dr. John Romulus Brinkley lectured 3 times a day on the aphrodisiac powers of implanted goat glands.
It was just almost unbelievable. You could sit in your living room in Florida and hear a man speaking in New York, and after a while in Los Angeles, you heard people singing, you heard music, you heard events, you heard a football game in the Rose Bowl that was being played right now.